Hey guys, it's Toxic Fox. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing last video because it's late at night and we're starting a new video because this one's going to take some time. There's a lot of controversy around this project, but it just won't leave my brain. Like the nugget that says do it, do it, do it just will not leave my brain. So, we have collected this bag of random scrappy size balls of yarn that I have. I have a lot of scrap yarn, most of it not even my scraps, it's scraps that were gifted to me, but we've pulled a bunch of colors that kind of go together in a vibe. There's a vibe here, and we are going to attempt the Betty McKnit's 6-Day Star Blanket. Now, the full-size blanket is not actually intended to be finished in 6 days because the name 6-Day Star Blanket actually comes from the 6-Day Kid blanket that she did, which was like a kid-size blanket made with chunky yarn that was supposed to be finished in 6 days. There are people who have finished a full-size one in finer yarns in the 6 days, and some of the timelines for how many hours they've worked each day of this project is insane. Like there was one person who did day 5 and 6. Day 5 was 11 hours of crocheting and day 6 was 17 hours of crocheting, and like I don't know if I have that in me to do in one day. Not that I have 17 hours in one chunk of time to crochet, but we're going to attempt this, and I figure it's not quite 9 o'clock yet tonight. I've got a little bit of time. I could probably finish day 1 tonight, and so we're gonna try it and we'll see where we're at. I normally size up drastically when doing anything, especially with worsted weight. If I want it to have some nice flow, some nice drape, I have to size up massively. But I'm resisting the urge to just jump straight to my 10mm. So we are going to start with the 7mm, and then I also have a 9mm to work with if the blanket starts curling as suggested. She suggests only going up like half a size or a size. However, yarn strangler here, so I know my tension is going to be fucked. Yeah, so we've just got some browns and creams, a darker brown, more cream, more of this color, this green. I tossed a little bit of orange in here. There's a bit of orange. I don't know if that's gonna make it in there. This lovely golden yellow will definitely make it in. We've got like a mid brown. The black was not supposed to be in there. There's this really dark green, so I'm happy about that. More brown. This is a bit of a brown with like a tweed fleck in it. There's more of this color. Got some creaminess at the bottom here. What is this? Oh look, some safety eyes. I have this, which is like a bit of a variegated, I don't know what this is, but it kind of suits the vibe. Then I have a couple of these. This is the leftovers from a hooded scarf I made with the chunky marble, so this is a 5-weight, but that's fine. And then this, I think, is something similar to Lollipop. It could be a Karen cake, but it's very mossy green vibes, for a little bit of texture. I think I'm actually gonna start with this in the middle, just because it suggests you do the first like setup rounds with one color, but I don't really want one solid color, so what if I do one variegated color? We'll see how it works. Either way, I'm gonna put all of this back in the bag and I'll come back to you when I've got something to show you. Okay, we're over here again because this is just temporary, but we are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows in. It's curling because it's stiff because it's acrylic, but 4 rows in, I went with this one, and look how perfect, like that's the end. Look how perfectly, that is a scrap ball gone. So we started with this. We're gonna go into this multi-tonal one next. Okay, so we just finished round 7 of the setup rounds. This is what we're looking like. I think this will be enough to get me through round 8. However, we have a bowl. We're curling, so we are gonna bump up hook sizes because this is just not gonna work for me. Actually, where's my hook book? do with my hook book? Oh, this is not good. How do I misplace an entire thing? Oh, it's right in front of my face. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. No big deal. I'm probably not gonna like it because I don't think I have a nice 8mm. I think they're all 7 and then 9. Well, that's where those scissors went. Oh wait, what's 6.5? You are, what are you? You're a 9. It picks 6.5. Then what are you? 7. Do I not have an 8mm hook at all? Oh wait, there's more hiding. Was that? No, this one was a 7, wasn't it? Yeah. This is my like fancy star hook. This makes me think of Soot Sprites. That's why I got it. I haven't used it in forever though because it really gets rough on my hand. 7. 6.5. 7. Why do I have a million 7s? Is this my 8? I don't know what size you are. No, you're like a 6.5. Well, this is inconvenient. All right. I guess we are just jumping up to a 9mm because I don't have an 8. Well, I do. I don't know where it is, and I don't like using it because it totally did not look what I purchased. But that's a whole different thing. Like I got over that forever ago. So I guess we're swapping to our 9mm to continue. Okay, I finished round 9, which is the last round for the setup. So this is what it looked like. I ran out of yarn here, so I had to start my next color, which is going to be this one with the flex. If I can get 2 rows out of this, that's great. I probably won't get 2 rows though because they're probably going to be like double crochet things. We'll see. Either way, she's looking cute. Okay, I'm literally like outside at my bus stop waiting to go to work. But it was way too dark to show you this last night. This is where we're at. This is what is considered the end of day 1. End of day 1. I think I need to get some more greens in here because this is very brown. Very brown. But I'm taking it to work with me. We'll see. Maybe we can get a little bit done. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just have to wait till I come home tonight. This is what it looks like after doing day 2. I'm going to start on day 3. Okay, so we have finished day 3. This is where we are at, just from center. I'm really enjoying it. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna have enough of this to go around the entire next round, even though I want to. So we're gonna pick another one, and I'll use it for another single crochet round. So I've probably done about 9 hours of crochet total so far for the 3 days, which really not a big deal. So I don't understand why people seem to think that it's taking forever. And that's with the fact that day 1 took me 3 and a bit hours because I was doing a new pattern I didn't know, so I had to actually refer to the pattern a lot. I had to go to her video on YouTube that she has, explaining and demonstrating how she does the setup rounds, because the one thing I will say is, while it is not hard to read the pattern, to physically read the pattern on the blog post, I do not jive with how she writes the pattern. Like, the way she writes the pattern and the way she's explaining it in the pattern itself is not the best at all. But that's very easily fixed if you watch the video of hers. And I don't know if the paid pattern is gonna have like different style of instructions, or if it's literally the same thing just posted into a PDF instead of broken up in the blog. But if it's just the blog in a PDF without all the ads, then I'm glad I didn't pay for the pattern. She offered it for free. I'm doing it for free. That's what we're doing. I do think it's a really cute pattern. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. It is using up lots of yarn. I have so far finished 5 balls of my scrap yarn. And I mean, I'm continuing to work through several others as I change through the rows. I am really liking it. I'm not looking forward to weaving in bands. We're going to leave that on the other side. We're not paying attention to that. That could be avoided by doing, you know, other color choices. That's fine. But like, I don't understand how this is taking some people so long to do some of the later days. Cause like, even as it gets bigger, the times are not adding up to what people are saying it's taking them. And I'm not sitting here like aggressively speed crocheting, right? Like, I'm watching TV while I do it. Like, I'm doing it leisurely. Do I crochet faster than some people? I'm sure that I do, but I'm also 100% sure that I crochet slower than some people. Either way, I guess we're halfway there, and even though it's technically day 3, I think I'm gonna start on day 4 and just go for it, since, you know, I'm just chilling watching some TV. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep going. Nobody says you have to take 6 days to do it, but I will still check in every day. Sorry that at the end of day 2 you just got like a little pan video, but it was late. That's all you were getting. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it. I did have some Hygge yarn scraps that I put up in the fluffy bin, so I think I might grab that because it's a really nice creamy color, and I could probably get an entire row done out of that. But if I'm going to do that, I should do that soon, because I think I'm going to have to use it for a cluster row, because it's not going to make it through a full double crochet row, not with how big it's getting. So I'm going to go back to working on this, and we'll see you guys at the next check-in. Okay, it's far later than I meant to be awake today. By that I mean it's just about 2 a.m. But day 4 is complete. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's the update. I really need to go to bed now. Okay, she's getting really big now. But we finished day 5, and I don't know if I can hit. Yeah. So we've started hitting that point where the scrap balls that I have are not making it all the way around. We did it. We're done. I actually, sir, what are you doing? You're in the way. Finished it in 5 days, actually. So let me just do the little rolly-majig so I can unfurl it for you. Oh my god, I look like a psycho person. I just got home from lunch, and wow. I just got home from work, and I made myself some Fruity Pebbles for dinner. I'm in pain. My brain is not all here. I appear to have shin splints. This is new to me. Here is the little sausage roll. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get far enough back, sir. You're in my shot. You're in my shot. Can I have the space? Thank you. But this is it. It's all the colors in there. I'm pretty happy with it. This green here is the only ball of yarn that I bought for this project. And I ended up using less of it than I thought I would. But in total, if I count the things here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's that one. I finished 12 balls of scrap yarn with this. I guess you could call it 14 if you count this color, because I had several balls of this color. So even though I have some left, I did finish 2 of the balls, and I just have some of the third one left. So I did finish a lot of scrap yarn. So there's that. It's very cozy. I do like it. It's very earthy vibes. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not though. I might set it aside and take it to Ren Fair with me. I might make a few more in different color options to take to Ren Fair with me. I haven't decided yet either. But anyway, this one is done. I did it in 5 days, and those are days where I went to work and then I did some of it after work. The first day I worked on it, I did the setup rounds, and then the first repeat and a half, which is why I kind of shortened my time there, because one of the days I definitely did a full repeat and a half, which is what condensed it. Each day probably took about 3 hours worth of time, a little bit more on the last day because of the crab stitch edging. I hate crab stitch, but I mean it looks good. I just hate doing it because I feel like it takes forever because you're working backwards. It's a cute pattern. Is it the most magnificent thing ever seen? No. Is it written well? Not particularly. However, the issues that everybody seems to be having with reading the pattern from a blog are not the issues that I have with it. The issues I have are the way she has written the pattern. Because I had no problem skipping over the non-pattern related parts of the blog, like all the ads and shit. I had no problem skipping over that. In fact, just so that I didn't have to constantly scroll, because every time I closed, well, not closed, but every time I went to a different app on my phone, it would scroll me up to the top, because I was doing this with my phone. So I actually took a screenshot for each of the repeat rows and just kept that in my photos, and that worked just fine. So I don't understand what all the fuss is about. Nobody needed to rewrite it necessarily. My only major issues were actually with the setup rounds because of the way she has them written. It's not very explainy, at least to my brain, but I had no problem following what she meant when I went and watched her video. So this is the 6-Day Star Blanket by Betty McKnits, and I've conquered it. That's everything. I just wanted to see if I could do it and do it in 6 days, because I had heard some crazy timelines. So, and I was not working on this particularly fast. Like, this was after work, so like I was already like low energy when working on it, and like I was very much distracted watching TV while I was doing it. So like I don't know what's taking everybody so long to do it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this journey with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.